And we are live from the StreamerCollabs headquarters. What is going on, Buzz?
Just coming to you live from the Streamer Collabs headquarters. It's a nice
Okay, okay.
90-degree heat advisory
Golly.
ass day out. Global warming, period. That's the end of the
Yeah,
sentence.
that's
It's just
that's it.
global
That's it. Global warming. That's
global
it.
warming,
Global
you
warming.
know, global warming, but essentially it's a nice day. I got air conditioning, I got food in my belly. Can't really consider it a bad day.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
How about you, man? How about you?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I am God's eepiest soldier today, man. I'm not gonna lie to
Sleepy
you.
little boy, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we're just gonna power through this shit real quick. We're gonna go ahead and play our intro real quick, and then we're gonna hop into our actual topic of the day, which is single player versus multiplayer games, a streamer's dilemma. So we will be right back. And we are back. Are you good?
I'm trying to for some reason this button is not. Yeah, these buttons are not working. I can't turn it off. Oh
Oh,
well.
oh,
Uh,
what are you turning off?
ring light.
Oh, just unplug it.
It's all the way, so I'd have to get up and unplug it from the back of my computer.
Oh, the lighting isn't bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's
Yeah,
just
the lighting is pretty good actually.
it's like hurting this eye though.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Then flip it away from you, like so that it's like, yeah, that works. Is that better on your eye? If you just get it out the.
See if I get it out the frame. It's look where it is when it's out of the frame. Directly into my cornea. It's like a blade.
Like a bleed.
But this isn't the cornea collabs cast chat. This is the streamer collabs chat where Buzz is gonna thug it out.
Thugging it out with Buzz.
Slugging it out with Buzz. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about single player games versus multiplayer games. Which one should you be playing?
This podcast is presented by StreamerCollabs.com, a website made by streamers for streamers. StreamerCollabs.com helps streamers find, connect, and grow their channels by collaboration. We believe that collaboration is key to unlocking the full potential of the streaming community, and we strive to provide the tools and resources needed to make that happen. So join us today and let's make a difference together on StreamerCollabs.com.
That's a good question, Buzz.
Because a lot of benefits. Like multiplayer games are like pretty epic. You know, Apex Legends, Fortnite, DBD. For
DBD light.
for you gamer noobs out there, DBD stands for Dead by Daylight.
If in case you didn't know,
Yeah,
no, there's
you
somebody
didn't.
out there that didn't know that.
Someone's out there and they're like, I didn't know
oh,
that dick. Like,
exactly. Oh, come on, man.
come on, man. I'm just playing with you. We love you guys. That was
Yes,
for all
sir.
of you.
Well, yeah. All right, so hopping right into it. Single player versus multiplayer games. Is one more likely to boost the viewership? And does it matter? And if it does, what should I be playing? So, multiplayer games and single player games have different, I guess you could say, fan bases. So we're gonna say that multiplayer games have a more competitive, from my experience, multiplayer games have a more competitive, like, um I'm better than you, I'm the best, going for
No,
leaderboards and shit like that. um that's kind of where multiplayer games come from for me and my experiences.
no.
As far as growth goes, I feel like single player games actually have single player games are good because people, you can't join basically. So you people are just not forced to watch you, but people get to just watch you play the game basically. You know what I mean?
It's more likely that they're there for you versus there to potentially get in the game.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
more
There you go. There you go.
because a lot of times, I'm not saying a lot of times, at least from my experience, when you used to run Fortnite customs back in the day, I would see a lot of folks like rush to add TTV to their names and shit just to or stream snipe you or just like do all sorts of shit that made it obvious that they weren't necessarily there for the stream or for the community. They're there to either plug themselves or be obnoxious. Single player games though, like multiplayer is cool. But what is that?
It's
what?
like single player games. I was doing the Animal Crossing. The fucking it's like multiplayer games. Multiplayer games. But then it's like single player games. I'm thinking like Elden Ring, fucking the Spider-Man games. Like
Spider-Man game, that shit was
Detroit
even though
Human.
Even though I saw Berlizzi play Spider-Man, like the emotional beats, all of them still hit. Like, even though I knew what was gonna happen, like Yuri Lowenthal, bro, we need to get Yuri on the podcast, bro, because that nigga can act, bro. That nigga is like, damn, they really killing his aunt in that room, bro. Like, they got like he's such a strong actor with such great delivery. I think he's one of the best, if not the best, voice actor out there right now. He played Sasuke. He played Spider-Man. Fuck, who else did he play? He played a couple of people in Helldivers. He supplied a lot of the voices for the soldiers in Helldivers. Like, he does quite a bit.
Nice, man. Nice.
I need to see him at a con. I'm gonna freeze up, though. I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, Mr. Lowenthal, could I get an autograph? But honestly, bro, like, you're at the end of the day, stream what you're comfortable with, but don't feel constrained to one particular thing. Like
exactly.
I know for a while, well, I'm constrained to single player games because I don't fucking like multiplayer games.
That is fair.
Like Battlefield, for example, bro. Like I get scared. Like Battlefield 1, though, I will say it's a genuinely okay game to be scared by. Like that shit is so immersive. Like I'm actually in the trenches, in the mud. Like it's horrifying. Like I look over, there's fucking German planes flying overhead. Niggas like yelling in whatever language of whatever country I'm fighting in at the time, bro. Like it's scary. Like I'm like,
that's why I don't mess with Battlefield, bro. The maps are too big and the sounds are too real, and then I'm actually getting dropped by the snipers. They're like, I'm the first one to drop. You know how there's always a guys, we got company, and then you just get sniped. That's me.
You're the
guy.
Anthony Carmine.
Exactly.
You're the Anthony Carmine.
I'm the Carmine in fucking Battlefield. Yeah, exactly.
Something's wrong with this thing. Keeps jamming.
Exactly. Yeah. So
we need a remaster expeditiously.
We do. We need all three.
Yeah, all three. None of the others. The only 3 games.
All three. All three of them. All 3 of the Gears of War games.
To be fair, Gears of War 4 wasn't bad. Neither was 5. It's just I don't like killing robots. Yeah. That's the thing. I like killing locusts.
Exactly. The locusts are I don't know. We're not the Gears of War cast, though. I could talk about fucking Gears for a minute. I could
talk about Gears forever, bro. That was our childhood from like 11 years old to 24.
Yep.
13 years of Gears for me, bro. And how long for you? Probably the same amount. 13?
Less than that, yeah. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, because we started playing it at the same time. I remember when Dad was playing it, and he was like, "You want to chainsaw this guy?" And me, 11-year-old me, saw some dude get like split in half with guts and shit flying. I was like, "I don't think so, Dad. Thank you." I remember you yoked that shit up. You yoked that shit up with the quickness, bro. I was like,
I remember that was a wretch on that one map that has the dip in it. I remember exactly where I was. I could point out the Gears map, the Gears. I think I was a Carmine at the time. I could point out that exact moment. That was a moment in time for me.
That was like the
coming of
age
moment.
Like we're gonna talk about single player versus multiplayer games in a second, but allow us to indulge in nostalgia for a bit, because Gears of War, it's a
single and multiplayer game. It's got a single, or I think you can play 2 people. Yeah, you can play 2 people on the campaign, but
couch co-op.
Yeah, couch co-op, man. Damn, couch co-op games, bro. I think you could also play. Could you do over internet? Could you do like Xbox Live?
Yeah, probably.
Yes. Right? Yeah. But yeah.
Yes, you could, because I remember we played with our cousin.
Yeah.
At least once or twice campaign.
Yeah.
But nah, Gears of War holds a very special place in our hearts.
Yeah. Very special. But
But back to this stuff, David. Did you want to take the multiplayer stuff and I take the single player stuff? Because Or did you want to do vice versa? Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah, that works. I'll do multiplayer because I've played probably more multiplayer games. I think you'll do single player because you probably play more single player games. So
I don't think I've played a single multiplayer game on stream ever, except maybe not like competitive
Minecraft.
multiplayer.
Yeah, Minecraft
competitive
and probably Fortnite. Have you ever played Fortnite on stream?
Like ages ago,
like,
bro.
Did you
like
play
when
Yeah, well, you were streaming when you played Fortnite first.
Yeah, like when I was 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, little 18-year-old Buzz.
Little 18-year-old Buzz, man.
Little 18-year-old Buzz, man. He was a little bald-headed character. He had no hair.
That's true. You didn't have the fro, man. You didn't have the fro. There it is. The fro. Oh, well. Okay. 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 Well, yeah. All right. Moving on to some of the benefits and drawbacks of multiplayer games. Multiplayer games give it engagement boobies. Give it engagement boobies. What the fuck? Engagement boost.
Boobies.
Engage.
It sounds like a Twitter thread because of all the bots.
Yeah. Or I was thinking Hasselhoff. I remember fucking Hasselhoff from Spider-Man or SpongeBob the movie.
Yeah.
Like, what did Patrick say?
The control.
He said the control. Like, what was that movie, bro? Oh my god. But anyway,
it was a classic.
Anyways. The multiplayer games are usually pretty action-packed. Games like COD, Apex, Fortnite, those games are usually pretty action-packed. So you're gonna get your fast-paced matches, your clutch plays, and your unpredictable moments to keep viewers on the edge of their seats. So, like, shout out DJ Koopy, man, because every time I'm in his stream, bro, that man is like winning a fucking Fortnite game. He's
this
like
DJ Koopy fights like he's actually in Fortnite, bro.
Exactly,
like I've seen him pull off plays and chase people down, like
bro.
He's a monster.
He's a fucking
you know how Miguel was trying to chase Miles at the beginning. He was crawling on like hands and feet.
Yeah.
That's how DJ Koopy be hunting some of these niggas down, bro. Like it's ruthless.
He be putting them down, bro. But yeah, and that's an example of being on the edge of your seat, because I'm like, damn, he's like low-key dominating, bro. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? He's getting like these 10, 12 kill games, and it's like, okay, this guy, you know what I'm saying? He's legit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you also get to share your victories and defeats. So the emotional roller coaster of competition creates a strong sense of community, with viewers celebrating wins and commiserating losses alongside you. So basically, everybody gets to feel like they win through you. Like, let's say Escape from Tarkov, basically. This guy named Landmark. Landmark is a fucking beast when it comes to Tarkov, and that's why people watch him. People watch him because they can live vicariously through him and be like, oh shit, like he just wiped out this whole lobby. You know what I'm saying? Like he literally goes in and he will like run straight to like customs 2-story and then clear the whole lobby and then like be out of the game in like 10 minutes. So that's why people watch him and watch the multiplayer game and watch that's just connecting the dots, basically. Community power. Next up, Chatterbox Central. Multiplayer games naturally spark discussions about strategies, hilarious moments, and reactions to opponents, keeping that chat buzzing. So basically, like I said,
Exclaim revolver, bro. That's all I gotta say on that. Exclaim revolver.
Exclamation point revolver, man. That is an iconic clip, man. Like, shout out Lars, man. Shout out Lars. When's the last people you talked to him, bro?
Lars, I reach out to him every now and then because like we're both hella busy, so I'll just be like, "Yo, what's good, my boy?" Oh, like, "What's up, Charles?"
Exactly. Like, yep. That's about it.
My heart dropped for a second. I was like, "Have I said my real name on here before? Did I just dox myself?" No. I've said my name is Charles before, like in every podcast interview.
Yeah.
But but no. So I mean, fuck, multiplayer games. Fortnite in its prime, it was special.
But yeah. But yeah, multiplayer games also often create engagement through like people telling you, oh, you could have done this, or you should do this, or I didn't think of you making that play, things like that. And then playing with or against others fosters a sense of camaraderie and encourages viewers to interact with each other. So yeah, man. In the saturated market, popular multiplayer games have a ton of streamers, so you need a strategy to stand out. This could involve exceptional skill, unique personality, or a creative niche. I've seen a lot of different things in my time, in my time streaming and my time watching streams. So I've seen people put on like crazy masks. I've seen people put on like crazy dances when they win. Like Ninja would do his pom pom dance back in the day. He doesn't do it anymore, but he used to do that back in the day, which would be one of his little creative niches. He was also very good at Fortnite. He had exceptional skill, and he had a little unique personality. He was a little shit talker too, man. Before
Does he still stream?
Ninja?
Yeah. Does he still play? Is he Fortnite exclusive?
I think so. I think he plays like Fortnite during the day, and then at night he plays whatever he wants. It's pretty real.
There he is. Fortnite stream from 8 hours ago. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man, he's a grinder.
He's a grown man. You know what? I'm not. That's not him disrespecting him playing Fortnite, because I'm only saying he's a grown man because I remember this nigga when he was like fresh faced and young and like,
oh, you're talking
hey
about...
guys, I'm playing Fortnite. Like I remember,
I'm
when I say grown man, I'm in my mind, I'm thinking of 2018, 2017, 2018 Ninja, where he's just
Does
a
he
guy.
have a beard or something now?
No, he looks like a grown up.
Okay.
That's such a childish way of putting it.
Looks like
a grown up. I sound like a fucking rugrat, bro. Like
it sounds like a rugrat. Well,
nah,
yeah.
but like I say grown. I don't know, bro. It's just damn good for him, bro. He's doing good. Good for bro. Good for bro.
Yes, sir. That's a big ninja right there, man. But yeah, that's about it for multiplayer games, chat. So, Oz, I'm gonna go ahead and hand it off to you so you can walk us through the single player games.
So single player games. Ignore my hair, chat. I didn't put any oil or cream in it today. I'm gonna sing it on stream. I'm gonna do that shit right after. So first, my stream, I'm gonna look immaculate. Papa, huh?
Said the dreadlock.
The dreadlock man,
The
island
dreadlock
boy.
man.
What go on? What you know about that? That's so funny.
That's low-key not bad. That wasn't bad.
That's not bad. Hey man. We're a little Jamaican. We're a little Jamaican.
We got a little Jamaican.
A little bit of Jamaican. But essentially, single-player games offer a different type of appeal for streamers with a focus on narrative and community engagement. So, for example, captivating narratives, like let's say a good-ass story, God of War, we talked about that at length. Watching Baldur put Kratos through the roof is something we've discussed at length.
Yep.
Remains to be one of the greatest moments in your streaming career. I think just everyone reacting to that was...
Yeah, that was a beatdown. But he ate that shit.
Oh, he ate that shit. No, he took that shit like a champ. Even though he was hobbling at the end of it, like Kratos when he broke bro's neck, tossed him in the ravine, was like, who the fuck was that guy? Like, who the fuck was that? But essentially, it allows you to transport viewers into the game world alongside you, where they'll be invested in the characters, plot twists, and the same emotional journey that you are. God of War. We literally just talked about that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm playing, there was a story game I played. Ghost of Tsushima. When I played that, you and Wolf were in chat. I know my boy Wolf was watching because he was like, "Hey, this shit is gas." Yeah. It's like, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but like there were a couple of choices. There was like one choice at the end where like he shared his feedback and I shared mine. And when I made it, we were both able to kind of like discuss, okay, so why did you make that choice? I would have made this choice, or I would have done it differently. You know, like the reasons behind it. And it was a very cool moment because that's what story games are essentially about. It's about engagement in a different way. Like you're engaging with your audience, but about the game, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. Do you know what I mean, though? Yeah, and share discovery. So reacting to plot reveals, solving puzzles together, and experiencing the game story for the first time creates a unique bond between you and your audience. We've discussed blind playing games before. Highly recommend it. Like, for example, it's not super blind, but I'm going to be playing this game, Cult of the Lamb, after the podcast today. So it's going to be a little blind. So we're going to be reacting to some shit together. But essentially, that's just another way to build bonds with your audience, man. And sandbox games like Skyrim or RimWorld, for example, they allow for a lot more creative freedom. So if you're playing something, like I said, with a looser story like Skyrim or no story like RimWorld, it kind of allows you to fill in the blanks on your own and create personalities for characters, create like storylines for your character. Because when I grew up, I watched a lot of Gopher and Sorcerer Dave, two prominent Elder Scrolls and Fallout YouTubers who essentially took the worlds of Fallout and Skyrim and Oblivion and Morrowind and all those good games, Bethesda game studio games essentially, and they were able to tell their own stories through custom characters that they had actually written backstories for, kind of like a D&D campaign where like they write up, stats and stories and shit for their character and then behave in the world as if they are their character, like role playing and shit. So you're allowed to craft your own stories, characters, and challenges, which offers a unique experience for your viewers. And kind of there's a lot of rewatch value in that because I've gone back to some of those playlists over a dozen times just because I enjoy watching these characters. I enjoy watching the progression of Claudius, who was Sorcerer Dave's character. He was a pompous imperial soldier turned into like this stoic dragonborn by the end of it, who was just like, I don't want to fucking be here anymore. Let me get a vacation. Nice. It was cool though. It was fucking cool. One of the better parts about streaming single player versus multiplayer though is, let's say you're in the middle of a multiplayer game. You're like, man, I'm about to win this victory royale. I got a piddle. Like I got a tinkle, bro. But I gotta hold it because fucking I don't want to choke the game. Yeah, essentially. You don't have to worry about that with single player games because you can just pause the game and be like, yo, I'll be right back. Just kind of wait for a natural break in the story. Or if you want to leave your guys on a kind of
a bit of a cliffhanger,
dramatic note, be like, major story plot point. All right, guys, I'm gonna go take a piss and then just leave for a second. Because your audience they'll be like, oh, but they'll also be like, man, I gotta see where this goes because this shit is kind of cool.
Yeah, and then you just don't come back farming the views.
You can also, you can also use the ability to pause to discuss like lore, character motivations, or hidden details, things that you've noticed, things that they may have noticed. Like, because when you sit back down, you don't necessarily have to jump right back in the game. You can sit down and then be like, I've been thinking about this dude, Marius. Let's say you're playing Baldur's Gate and there's this dude named, I don't know, like Shadowheart. Let's talk about Shadowheart. Be like, what are y'all's thoughts on Shadowheart, bro? And then the chat will be like, we love Shadowheart or we hate Shadowheart.
Yeah.
I haven't played Baldur's Gate. I know who Shadowheart is specifically because the internet was like thirsting over her for a while.
Oh, okay.
But hey, man, it's the internet, so
I mean, yeah.
But essentially, the pause feature allows you to kind of sit down with your audience and engage with them on a deeper level, and just kind of talk and shoot the shit with them for a little bit before jumping right back into it because there's no rush. I mean, there's not a rush, but there is a sort of you got to get back to the game eventually. I'm just saying there's no rush of, oh shit, I got to move before the storm closes in on me or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And playing
some more chill.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just allows you to talk to your audience, and your audience obviously loves that because your community is the whole reason you're on Twitch, bro.
Yeah, man, absolutely. It's bread and butter.
Absolutely.
Damn.
Playing lesser known single player games can attract a dedicated audience who appreciates their willingness to explore off the beaten path. We're always talking about niches, chat. So, do your research, go through Twitch, be like, what kind of games do I have? Compare them to what's popular or semi-popular on Twitch. Be like, I could see myself playing this. I could see myself playing that. This has a steady viewer base. This game also has a smaller yet steady viewer base as well. It's just, you got to figure out what's going to work and find your niche, essentially. And obviously, not all single-player games are inherently viewer-friendly. So, fuck. Do we have any let me think of a single-player game. Starfield, maybe. Let me look at mine.
Games that like kind of suck.
What kind of single player games suck? I don't play sucky games.
Exactly. That sounds like you're the only person I watch playing single player games. So it's like,
What?
Uh,
I'm looking through my library for a sucky game. Yeah, I don't play stinky games, bro.
let's see, man.
But the point is, chat, you're eventually gonna find a stinker.
Dead Island.
Dead Island 2
was
sucks,
kind of
dude.
Dead Island 2 it fell flat for me. I got
You played it? You have it?
I bought it on sale and then it just didn't want to. What the? Okay, all right. Never mind. Keep going. Yeah. Basically, I played it. I played it on the Steam sale basically, and it just kind of it fell flat for me a little bit, man. It did not deliver what I thought it was gonna be, and plus I've also played both Dying Lights, so those games are kind of the peak zombie. I feel like peak zombie games. So having played those two, we played both of them on stream actually too. Those are really good games. Damn, I could go
Dying
back to
Light
that.
is like the first Dying Light is probably definitely top 25 games for me. It's
top 25. God damn.
Hey,
is it 25?
No, it's not 25.
Okay,
no,
okay.
But it's top 20. I'll say top 20. It's a really good game, and I had a lot of fun with it back when I first played it through completely in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, bro, December, Christmas break to early January 2021. I just played the shit out of it. It's so good. Dead Island, I played the first one a couple years back, and it just didn't scratch that itch for me. The whole time I was just thinking, it's good, but I mean, it's not my cup of tea, bro. I went back and I played Dying Light, and I was like, this is more my speed. I don't know. I think
Dying Light also has a multiplayer aspect. Like you can invite other people in and then roam the free world.
Very true.
Dying Light is. I feel like I don't know if you can do that with.
Dead Island has
Dead
multiplayer.
Island 2.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Dead Island has multiplayer. I'm not sure about the sequel, but essentially, I don't think we could have gotten Dying Light without Dead Island. So I'm thankful for Dead Island.
Dead Island
and being this kind of game is possible, and it's it's got a lot of potential.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out Dead Island for real, bro. And last but not least, chat, you're more likely to experience a temporary dip in viewership, as some viewers might prefer to avoid spoilers and experience games themselves. So if you're playing the newest Ghost of Tsushima or the newest Gears of War game, some folks aren't, or Baldur's Gate, because I know Toki was playing Baldur's Gate, and not a lot of people, but enough people that he noticed weren't here or in his chat, regulars weren't in his chat. And he was like, "Oh yeah, they spoke to me and they were like, I want to experience this myself," which is completely fair considering games like Baldur's Gate are probably best experienced blind. But yeah, man, honestly, there's no single answer. I mean, which is gonna make your stream grow? I think you're more. It depends. It really does depend.
Yeah, sure.
I think if you wanna figure that out for yourself, mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, it depends.
Just play single player games, play multiplayer games. Just make sure that just try and find your niche. That's the most important thing. Finding your niche and being entertaining.
Yeah,
because no one wants to watch someone that's boring.
I definitely say it depends on if you excel at multiplayer games, then play multiplayer games. If you excel at creating a story and making engaging characters and things along those lines where you can build a world inside of a world, that's kind of that's very like Buzz said, he's going back to these videos multiple times, watching these videos because they're engaging. They are very well written. So if you can find yourself writing stories or thinking of stuff, or even just saying dumb shit, definitely consider okay, am I super good at this game? If so, I'll play it. If I'm super good at just talking shit while I'm playing Elden Ring, then cool, let's play that. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely two sides to it, I feel like. Yeah.
I think that's it.
That is it. All right.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna head out. Probably play some single player and multiplayer games.
True.
But in the meantime, stay true to yourself. And I'm too sleepy. I took a Red Bull before the stream, and I'm already crashing.
Damn.
All right, guys.
Fair enough.
Peace out. We love you, and we'll see you next week. In the
See you guys
meantime,
next week.
don't do drugs. I'm talking like hard drugs, like crack and heroin. Don't do that shit.
Exactly. Do not do that. Do not do heroin.
Don't do a drug that'll ruin your life.
Exactly.
Which
like,
is probably
like
all
meth.
of them.
Meth. You do that once. It's
Cooked.
You're cooked.
I've seen Breaking
over.
Bad, bro. Don't do meth. But
Nah.
anyways, we're not the DEA drug collabs cast, so we're gonna leave you on that note.
Cool.
Bye, guys.
Peace out. Take your vitamins. Drink your water. Unclench your jaw.